So welcome back everyone to our fourth episode of this ABAP training. And in the last session, we saw how to create the table. We had taken a requirement of header and item table, which was based on the sales order. In the reference, I have taken these 5 columns. Client number was also there, including it becomes 6 total columns. And we created our table. While creation of the table, we discussed the types of data that can be stored within a table in SAP system. The important things that are going to be needed while creating of the table, we discussed about the data classes, domains, data element and all. Now let's add some data in our table. Let's go back and check. I'll log in. S11, our sales table. Wait a second. Which was the table we created? Do you recall the name? Okay, no issue. Let me take it from transport request. So table definition. Yeah. So this is our table that we had created. Yeah. And now if I want to add the data, I can simply go to utilities, table content and create entries. And here I can fill the data based on my requirement. I will select the date, buyer name. Yeah, I'll select the buyer name, gross amount. So let's say I'm giving X5 and euro. Yeah. I'll click on save and you see here a data record. Okay, it is already existed. I think we had created earlier in the last session. 101 we created Abhishek Kumar. All right, let me create other records. So utilities, table content, create entries. 102, date I'll select. Euro, save it. I'll create another record here. And buyer name. And the currency code, save it. 104. I will select one more date here. Name and amount value and the currency code. Okay, I'll save this. So this is how I can create the table. And now if I see here, all these records, we can see all the 4 of them. This was the creation part. If you want to update, you can select any one of them and you can go with this pencil radio button called change. And you can see here, the moment you will click on the change button, you can see all the columns which are non-primary key, they are editable. So in our SAP system, primary keys can either be created or deleted, but they can't be updated. Yes, primary key cannot be updated. It is fixed. Once you create it, it is saved permanently. However, we can modify these things. We can modify here. I'm changing it to US dollar. All these columns we can modify. I'll save. Yeah. So now if I get back, see here. If you want to delete any one of the records, you can simply select it, go to the table entry and click on the delete. Click on the delete entry, database record deleted, save it, get back and see here 104 is deleted. Correct? Is that clear? This part, right? How we can simply create, update and delete these things right from our table section. Correct? Right from our table section. Now understand the thing here. There is a concept which is very, very important here called table maintenance generator. Generator. Table maintenance generator. So if you focus on the things that we have done as a developer, we can create, update, and delete records, and delete records from the SE11 section, ABAP dictionary section, dictionary. But this is a very crucial area. As a developer, I know the importance of this field. I will not be making any mistake, and if I'm making any mistake, I will be able to resolve it soon. So it is not a big problem. For my local testing, I can just go to the utilities and create the records. But when I'm going to handle the project to the client, they are non-technical people. They are non-SAP technical people. So they don't know this AC11. That's why what you are going to see in the projects, the end users or the customer will never ever have the access of AC11, that is ABAP dictionary, duty security, because they are non-technical people, and if they will make any mistake, our entire work will be lost. So what we do, we create a screen and we generate a table maintenance generator, a TMG for them. We generate a table maintenance section on a particular screen for them, so that, and then after they can maintain the data in the table from SM30 section, from SM30 transaction code. So we do this. We create a table maintenance generator for them, and once it is done, they can maintain the data in their table right from this SM30 transaction code. Yeah. So you can also do this, but also you make sure for creating TMG in the data browser section, always select display maintenance allowed. Maintenance allowed. This is very, very important. So if you check here, you should always select the display maintenance allowed, because we are going to create a TMG, a table maintenance generator. So right, we are supposed to allow it. So once it is there, you can simply go to utilities, and you will see here there is an option called table maintenance generator. So you go there. This is the table maintenance generator area where we are going to maintain the data in the table. Now, very first option you see is called the authorization group. So this authorization group, it is the group who will have the access to maintain the data in this table, right? You can see lots of groups are available in this system. And once you will be working on the project, you will be getting your required group by your functional people. So you will pass it them. But once you are creating it for the practice purpose, then you can simply select here without authorization group, so that anyone can maintain and there is no problem. And %NC you can select here. After that, function group. So function group is the container under which this table is going to be stored. So generally it is recommended to use the same table name here. Yeah, I will explain this in the programming part in detail. Right now you just understand that we are going to put the table name directly here as a function group. After this, you can see the maintenance screen here. So we have the two-step process or one-step process. Based on that, you can select any one of them. So I will select here one step for now and say I'm selecting the screen here, find a screen number, and I will ask the system to propose a screen number for us. I will click on OK and see automatically a screen number is given by SAP called 1. Now you can simply click on the create button here and it will generate the TMG. So press the enter button multiple times and you'll see this TMG is getting generated. So my request has been completed successfully. So now if you go to SM30, just go to SM30 transaction code, paste your table name here and you click on display button. Yeah, you click on display button. Can you see these labels? Everyone, can you see these labels here?
Yes.
Now if you go back, you see these labels, right? So just get back to your table and let me just open it. Get back to your table and you see here, go to any of these. This is not the one. Wait a second. Z sales, 01. Yeah, there is the one. Open it and check here the data element. Check the field label. Check the field label that you have given here. Is it the same you are seeing here or not? Is it the same you are seeing here or not?
Yes, it is same.
That's why we give the field label. If you recall, I explained here that the same field label is going to be displayed to the customer. So the people, when they will open this section, they will see the same thing. You see the description that you had given to our table. Same thing they can see here. Yeah. Okay. So now I can simply click on edit button and I can either I want to add the records, I can add them easily here. 104. I can give the buyer name here. Gross amount, euro 105. I'll give the order date here and 1700 INR. I'll give the new records here 106. Select the date here. Yeah, correct. USD and save it. It has been saved. Now if you get back, you see here all these records. If you want to update any one of them, you can simply update it. Any one of them. See. If you want to delete anyone, select it and click on delete. Number of deleted entries 1 and my record got deleted. My record got deleted here. Yeah. So one thing here, what would happen if we are not giving any field label? Let me just show you. I'm going here, opening this data element, changing it, and I'm removing this all thing. I'm removing it. Activate it. So I have removed here. Another important thing you need to keep this in your mind. If you are making any changes to your table, then it will not automatically reflect in TMG. in table maintenance generator. Like in this case, if I go and check the TMG, so I'm clicking on again, and you see still I'm getting order ID, right? If I even refresh it, SM30 display, still the same. The reason is very simple. The reason is because of this is that once we create the TMG, a screen has been generated and all the properties has been saved automatically. So then it will automatically not reflect on TMG if we are making any changes in our table. We are supposed to delete the TMG and generate it again. We are supposed to delete the TMG and generate it again. So that's the same I will do. I'll come here. I'll delete this TMG. This is just the maintenance screen. So there is no that there will not be any problem on the table if we are deleting it. I will again ask the system to propose a screen number and click on create. Click on create. So now you get back and refresh it. So as you see, screen does not exist. I'll refresh this SM30 and display. Yeah. What is the label you are getting here now? Everyone, what is the label you are getting here?
Just a blank plus icon.
Yes, just a blank. That's why field labels are so important. So we must pass here. Okay. And I'll activate. This is my order ID. So now if I get back here, another thing you see, two-step process is also there. So I will allow this time this one. Let's check this. So right now I'll select two-step, find out the screen number and create it. So in case of two-step, if we see this maintenance screen option, we will have an overview screen and we will have a single screen also. Let's go and check. So I will refresh this screen, SM30, edit it. And here, second. If I check here, this is screen number, what kind of screen it is? It is screen number 3. This is a overview screen here. This is the overview screen. Yeah, overview screen. Yeah, overview screen. And if I go and click on create button here, you will see another screen will appear. This is my single screen. So based on your choices, you can select any one of them. You see, screen number is 4. But generally, most of the time, I prefer to have only a one step, as everything is there on the same screen and it is not, it do not causes any difficulty for us. So I will delete this and generate it again. And I'll select one step, screen number and create it. Yeah, request completed successfully. So I'll get back and refresh it again to check. Yeah, everything looks good. Correct. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can you all create the table, maintain the data in the table without any problem? Yeah, right. All right.
Yes.
So now I had created my employee sales order header table. Here I will put it for the future reference. Where it is. Here got the table. My next requirement was to creation of the item table. So for the client number, by default, MANDT is there, which is the standard data element which we use. Order ID, which is the common column between both these table, which I have already created my data element. There is it is. Then my order item number I need to create. So one way is I will just go to S11 and I'll create my domain and then data element. Otherwise, you can directly create the data element also. You see, ZE order item number, item number, data element, order item number. Either if you have created your domain, you can paste it here. Otherwise, you can directly select the built-in type also, no problem. This is also another option. You can go with the built-in type. You can select your data type that you want. So in my case, I just want the data type character and its length should be 3. So I'm giving here character and the length I'll give here as 3. After that, I will have my field label. So order item number, item number. Yeah, item number. And I will activate it. So passing my package, my transport request and activation. This is my data element, correct? I'll copy and I'm going to put it down here. Yeah. After that, my order description is there for character 40 length. So get back and order description, data element, order description, my dear built-in type, character 40, and the label I'll give here as order description, description. So save it, and save it. Pass your package, request, and my activation. So this is the data element for my sales item table. All the data elements have been ready now. Or client number, order ID, item number, and order description. So once these things are there, now I can create my item table also, correct? So I'll get back and let's get back to our S11 and I'll select the database table and instead of header, I'm naming it sales item table. Create sales item table. Delivery class. So my application table here. I will allow the maintenance of data. Then my fields. So very first field, client number, data element, MANDT. By default, this will be the primary key as well. Next column I have here is order ID. So for the order ID, if I check the data element here is this one, order ID. Then I have order item number, order item number. And this is the data element for it. Yeah. After that, I have order description. So order description, I'll put it down here, and then it's data element. Yeah. The primary keys of this table that we have selected is this one and this one. As I told you already in the item, we always have the multiple primary keys to ensure that we can have the duplicate data if in the case we are going to have the item data records, multiple item records. So for the same purpose, we are having here, I'll mark them and I'll save it. Package, request, then my technical settings, my data class here. Based on the choices you can select, I'm giving APPL 0, my size category, and then I'll simply save it. Now I'll get back and I'm going to activate the program. My object activated. So I have created my item table. I have created my item table. So one question I will ask with you. This is my header table and this is my item table. Are they connected or not?
Yes.
No, 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 no.
Yes, they are connected.
No, 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 no. Though they belonged under the same umbrella of sales, but we have not yet connected them. We are supposed to connect them. This is very, very important. Did we have connected them right now? No, we have not connected them. This is a separate table I have created. That is a separate table. Yeah. So another note in point here, connecting header and item tables. Item tables. So we have got here, I should say, we have here sales header and sales item table. Both of them belongs to the or belongs under the same umbrella, I should say here, which is sales order, which is sales order. Yeah. So they must be interconnected, must be interconnected. That's where our foreign key relationships comes into picture. Foreign key, foreign key relationship. Yeah. What is foreign key relationship? Can anyone explain? What is foreign key relationship? A simple definition. Hmm? What is foreign key relationship, guys? Tell
We are
me.
using the foreign keys for the referring pri- referring the primary key to the next table, another table.
Mm, not satisfied with the answer. This I can I say this relationship is used to connect table. First definition. Okay. Another thing I can say is it requires a common column between the tables, and it also gives us a validation if I want. to ensure how data should be stored in each day in between them. The extra layer of validation is going to give us. If you recall, I explained in the earlier session by taking this reference of the employee and project data. There I explained already that if the employee is not yet joined the company, definitely data cannot be there in the item tables, correct? Yes or no? Right?
Yes.
So the same thing is also going to be applied in our sales also. If there is no main document information in our sales order, there cannot be line item datas. There cannot be line item datas. So that's why where your foreign key relationship is going to come. It will also allow us a extra layer of validation to ensure the data, to ensure I should say proper data should be stored in between them. Now for the foreign key relationship, it is very, very essential that there must be a common column. Yeah. And in our case, this order ID is the common column between both these tables. So I'm going to implement, I will open the sales item table. There is my sales item. Order ID is the primary key, so I'll select this. And I'm going to implement the foreign key relationship. So if you see here, there is an option of your foreign keys. Click on it. And now it is asking for the check table. So for this item table, which is going to be the check table from which this it is going to check the data. So in our case, the check table is header, copy it and use it. 01. These sales header 01. Okay. I will click on the create proposal. The moment I will click on create proposal, automatically the system will apply the proposal. And as you can see here, it is fetching the column client number and order ID. Client number is always common. But if we check here what it is going to apply, order ID of the sales header must be equal to the order ID of the sales item. This is the foreign key fields here, common foreign key fields. Next is cardinality section here. This is also very, very important. What is cardinality here? Cardinality is there, defines for each. Please do not Google anywhere. You can ask the question from me. Cardinality defines that for each of the data in the header, how many data we are going to have in the item table. In the item table. See? So here you can specify how much data you want in the header. You see? Entry in check field must exist and entry in check field can exist. So two options it is giving us. Whether first one that we want mandatorily the data should be present in the header if we are going to create in the item. And second one I can select that okay, if it exists then fine, otherwise no problem, I can still create in the item. So based on the choices you can select. Right now I'll go with the one I want mandatorily the data must be present in the header if I'm creating it in the item. Next one is this is for my first one, for my check table. For my check table. Then one is to your item, how many data you want in the item table. So now you see here, if you want for a one-to-one relationship, that is for one data in the header, there can be only one data in the item. For one data in the header, we want at least one dependent record, or if it is more, then no problem. We can have more records as well. Yeah. Then we have C here. So for each data in the header, we want at max one dependent record. Again, Generally, in the item table, it is allowed that we can have multiple records. So either you can select this option or you can select this option. I will go with this one that because I want one to n relationship. For my header, for each record of my header, I want more than one records in my item table. This is cardinality here. You see, each data in the header, how many data we are going to have in the item table. Now I'll click on copy. Foreign key has been applied. Activate it. Yeah, I'll activate it. And I'll go with the utilities and generate the TMG for this as well. So no authorization, my table name, and I'll give the maintenance screen number, and create it. And create it. See here, the request has been completed successfully. Now my TMG is generated. So I'll get jump to TMG and let's enter the records in my system. So I'm going to SM30, edit, and just see here what is going to happen. I'll compare both of them. So I'll open one more screen for my header. Total 5 records we have given here. So I'll get back to my item table maintenance generator. And here I'm going to add the entries. I'm going to add the data in the table. So new entry, I'm filling here. You see automatically one help option is coming here. If you click on that, what records it is showing? Is it showing only those records that are present in our header table or not?
Yes.
Correct? Right? Everyone, is it or not? Correct? So I'm selecting 101. I'm giving the item number, suppose 100. And the description I'm giving here, order 101. I will give one more record here. So 200 for it. Same order 101. I'll give one more. See 300. Order 101. I'll give one 400. 101. I'll give 500 here. Yeah. And I'll save it. So for each one, you can see I can have any number of records here without any problem. But now I will do something and let's see what is going to happen. So for my, sorry, I have opened the header. I need to open the item. This is sales item 01. So now I am going for a record which is not there in my header table. In my header, I have data from 101 to 105. So here, if I am going for 106, what will happen? Or any other value that is not there. I'm giving here order item number, order 106. And I will click on save button. What it is showing us. Please read this message.
Entry 106 does not exist in sales order header tab.
It means en- we don't have entry in order ID table, right? With the
What?
order ID 10
Yes.
106.
Yes. It is not there in the header table. Why it is showing? It is showing us because we have implemented foreign key relationship. We have implemented the foreign key relationship here. We have implemented the foreign key relationship. You see here. So it is checking. It is implementing the checks here. That's why foreign key is very, very important. So the data that is not there in the system cannot be created. But if the data is there, we can create them. I'll do the same here. My order 102 now. So 102, 200. So I should say 300, 400, 500. My order 102, and so on. I'll save this. I'll create the for the 103 as well. Yeah. 5 data I'm taking the reference. 300, 400, 500. And save it. There you see. Or there you see. So now one more 5. We paste 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500. And the description I'll give here order 105, 105, 105, 105, and 105. Then save it. And you see here, correct? Am I able to save multiple data here or not?
Yes.
Is it or not? Yes, we are able to do so. Yeah. Now, if you check one important thing here, you see, if I'm getting back, I'm opening the header table, and let's say this is a text character, and say I'm writing this text in a small letter, we say Kumar, and I'm clicking on save button. Can you see that automatically the text is getting converted into capital letters only? Yeah. Can you see this? Is it or not? It doesn't matter on what case we are writing, it is automatically getting converted into capital letters. What if my customer want that whatever format I am writing, it must be saved in the same one? Is it or not? This can be possibility. So for this one, we have an option here. If you want, you can get back to your table. Go to the domain section of it. So my buyer name, this column is the buyer name. Go and check the domain section. Domain. And if you check the domain section here, we have an option called case sensitive. See this? It is unmarked. Yes or no? It is unmarked.
Yes.
Correct? So you can select it and activate it. You can select it and activate it. And as we know already that if we are making any changes, it will not reflect automatically. We will have to generate the TMG again. So I'll delete it. And I'm going to generate my TMG again here. So request has been completed successfully. Let's refresh it. Oh, SM30, edit, and now you write something. Abhishek Kumar, Shivam Singh, Rahul Singh, Nonit Kumar, Kumar, and my Ravi Kumar. I will click on save button. See, is it changing now? Is it changing now?
No.
No. So this property we can enable. That's why we need domain for extra layer of properties and validation on our values. So today we created our item table. We saw how we can fill the data in the table by using TMG. We created our item table. We saw the foreign key relationship. We filled the data in the item table. And we also saw the case sensitive area of our column. That is all. If any question is there, please ask. Everyone, is that clear?
So for practice purpose, we need to create a same table, right? Like
Ah,
same
yeah,
thing.
you can or you can do this one as well. You take this. Say
Okay.
I'm giving the type numeric character 3. Okay, you try this character 40. You are working in a company, right?
Yes.
So you can then easily create this table.
Yes.
It will be easier for you to take the reference up there, right?
Yeah.
Is it or not, everyone? Only one people is responding. Why? Yes, yes, you are audible. So in the project, I will have my employee ID, project ID, and project name. There is a character 30. Project ID I'm giving as character 3. And by default, for employee ID, it will be same numeric character 3. Clear?